welcome back to my channel. So today's video is really exciting because it is a one brand video. I did a few back when I started my channel and I'll have them linked below. So I went on my Instagram and asked you guys which brands you would like to see as a one brand tutorial. It was between Makeup Revolution and e.l.f. and a lot of you picked e.l.f. You guys wanted to see e.l.f. on my channel, so here it is. I'm wearing all e.l.f. products on my face right now, from base products, foundations, concealer, powder, eyebrows, eyeshadow, lashes, lips. No, I lied. My lips are not from e.l.f. and you'll see why. And I actually really love how this look came out. I love the kind of color combo that we got going on our eyes. It's like a peachy shift to a purple color. Really cool, a little bit different from what I normally do on my channel, but I actually really like how it turned out. And I hope you guys do too, so if you want to see how I got this look and all the e.l.f. products that I'm using. There are a few products, so I would grab a snack if I were you before starting this video. But without further ado, let's jump right into the products. So I think I'm just gonna use my face primer and just lay a thin layer down on my eyes as well. This is their tone adjusting face primer and it's a little bit of a green tint. So the concealer that I was able to get my hands on is their HD Lifting Concealer, and I bought mine in the shade Light. So the first palette that I picked up is their eyeshadow palette in the shade Kneaded Nude. I also picked up a fun palette because, I don't know, I just wanted to play with their colors, see if their colors, like their brighter shades, were any good. So this is the e.l.f. 18 Hit Wonders palette. I'm just gonna lay this shade down just to help blend out the other shadows, and I'm gonna bring it right up to my brow bone. This isn't super pigmented, but I do like this for a transition shade where you can build up the color and the pigmentation, and it blends really, really smooth. It looks more like a chocolate brown in the palette, but once you blend it out, it's kind of looking like a grayish taupe color. It's just a really gorgeous, like burnt, toasted, smoky orange color. It's actually a little bit harder to blend out as well. This has tons of fallout. Oh, but it's so pretty when you lay it down. This is their H2O proof eyeliner pen in the shade Jet Black. I don't like this liner at all. So I did pick up a pair of their lashes. This is their natural lash kit. I wanted to do that cheap lash trick where you like rough it up with a spoolie and it just fluffs it up. I am pleasantly surprised about how much I love these lashes. I think fluffing them up with a spoolie really worked. They look really pretty on the eyes. They feel really lightweight. For foundation, I picked up the Flawless Finish foundation. I picked up two shades, Linen and Cashew. I think I'm gonna use Linen and see how that works because I feel like I'm more golden than I am olive. So it comes with a pump, beautiful bottle. It looks a lot like any high-end foundation bottles. I did buy their sponge. This is the Total Face Sponge. You can use it wet or dry. I wet mine and it is gigantic. This was literally the size of my Real Technique sponge that I love, but this one puffed up so much bigger. So I'm just gonna take my foundation and let's see how this applies. It has like a little bit of a like perfume smell to it. Nothing too terrible. Coverage is beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see the difference already, but it's definitely like a medium to full coverage. And the sponge does a really nice job at bouncing it into my skin. I don't see any streaks. I am so impressed with this foundation. You can even see like my under eye area. I didn't put it right underneath my like dark under eye circle area, but just like down here, and even that area looks really flawless and smooth and even. And this sponge is amazing. It's comfortable to hold, it's squishy, it just feels really, really comfortable, and it blended the foundation flawlessly. Okay, so I did pick up a foundation brush too. So this is the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I think I like it more with the sponge. The brush feels really nice. It's really soft, it's really dense, so I feel like it's definitely buffing it into my skin. I think it takes away the coverage of the foundation, which is weird because usually brushes pack on a little bit more pigment. It would be great for cream products like cream bronzers, cream blushes, other foundation, but I think with this foundation, I just like it more with the sponge. It just goes on so much faster. So let's finish up and do some concealer under the eyes. Same concealer, the HD Lifting Concealer in the shade Light. And because the foundation is so full coverage, I'm just gonna do a little bit of this where I have a lot of darkness. But I actually like the concealer. This one has really nice medium coverage. I love the peachy undertones. I feel like it brightened up my eyes and canceled out a lot of the blueness under there, which I really like. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it. Picked up their Perfect Finish HD powder. So I'm just gonna pat out my under eyes again so that we're not setting our creases, going right into the powder. Just picking up some of the powder, and I'm just gonna set my eyes. Oh, actually, yeah, I can see a difference. It's totally matte under here as opposed to here. This is definitely mattifying. Like, I looked satin before this, but now it's completely matte. So the other powder that I picked up is their Beautifully Bare Sheer Tint Finishing Powder, and I picked mine up in the shade Light Medium. So I'm gonna go ahead and use their powder brush. I love it. I love the shape of it. It's pointy, it's tapered, it's nice and fluffy, but pretty pigmented. Look at that. So the sheer tint powder is actually really pretty. My face still feels tacky for some reason. I feel like after powder, it's usually pretty smooth and dry, but it just probably has to set a little more. But the sheer tint powder is really nice. This is their Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. I picked mine up in the shade Neutral Brown and Brunette. And it has a spoolie on one end, which is great. I'm just trying to warm it up so that it's not scratching my skin, but I think that's just how the consistency is. Okay, so let's try this out. Wish me luck. So even that looks really pretty. This spoolie is really, really hard. Like this will scratch you up if you're not careful. I picked up their contour palette, which looked really beautiful. Looks like this. Nice ashy tone shade to contour, your bronzy shade, your, I guess, highlight maybe, and then like a face powder if you want to clean up the edges or anything. I picked up a traditional bronzer. This is their primer infused bronzer in the shade Forever Sunkissed. So I'm going to take this on a big fluffy brush. Super pigmented. I feel like I went in there twice and it got so much product. So I'm just going to start bronzing up my skin. It's super soft. There is a primer infused into this, so hopefully it's like long wearing. It's blending out really, really nice. Like it's really smooth. I actually really love this bronzer. Look how like sun-kissed my skin looks, but still really, really natural. I do want to dip into this little contour color, so I'm just gonna pinch my brush, dab it in there. Let's see if we can contour our cheeks. Yeah, there's definitely color on there. I don't love this contour. I feel like it just made my skin look really muddy. Like the bronzer looked so nice, and I feel like this totally ruined it. Just gonna blend this out and see if the sheer tinted powder will just kind of cover things up. So this is a no-go for me. I'm not gonna try the other shades. This one was just so chalky. I'm a little bit nervous to mess up the rest of my face. I'm gonna go in with blush. This is from the same line. This is their primer infused blush in the shade Always Cheeky. Does this have like a pearlescent finish? Where's my mirror? What is going on my cheeks right now? There's no going back now. Do you see that? It just makes my skin look purple. Let's use their Total Face palette. I think there's a blush in here. Yes, there is. So we're gonna use this peachy shade, and let's see. Oh yeah, much better. It's like a matte peachy finish. That's pretty. That makes me feel so much better. That is a really, really pretty blush. Guys, if you can see my desk right now, it's a freaking mess. Where did I put the highlighter? I know I picked one up. I thought I picked up a powder highlight, but I guess not. This is a liquid highlight, which I don't use often, especially on top of foundation. But this is their Beautifully Bare liquid highlighter with vitamin E. That's what the liquid highlight looks like. So let's apply this to the cheekbones. Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty. That's a lot more pigmented than I thought. I'm just gonna flip to the other side of the sponge and blend it out. Bring the color down a little bit lower than I normally would, but we're gonna blend it out and make it look nice and diffused. So the next part is a little tricky. I want to use that velvet color again, but I don't want a ton of fallout on my cheek, so we're gonna be really careful. Just gonna take a fluffy brush, nothing's on it, and I'm gonna blend this out. So I picked up 2 of their liquid matte lipsticks, a velvet matte lipstick, and 2 glosses, which look really, really pretty. So for the liquid lipsticks, I picked up the shade Wine Tour and Praline. I don't think Wine Tour is gonna match. It's like this really gorgeous mauve color. This is Wine Tour. That's literally one swatch. The other shade I picked up is a little bit more nude. This is in the shade Praline. Pretty, but it's a little bit more brown than I thought. Really pretty color though. So this is in like a traditional lipstick bullet form. That's even more brown than Praline. I'm just gonna go ahead and do Praline and hope that it doesn't look too brown on me. So this is definitely not a shade that I would pair with this eye look, but the product itself is beautiful. So I'm just gonna apply gloss over it really quickly to see how it layers, and I'm really excited about this Champagne Glam color. So I'm just gonna apply this. Look, it didn't stain the gloss. Super sticky. If you don't like a sticky gloss, you're not gonna like this. So I just threw on another lip combo that I felt like matches the eyes a little bit better. So I'm gonna finish off this look with setting spray. I picked up 2 actually, and I'm kind of confused as to which one I should use. I picked up their classic Matte Magic Mist and Set. I've used this before. It is mattifying. And then I also picked up their Dewy Setting Mist Coconut. So let's try this out. Oh my god. I feel like some spots got a bunch of like big sprays. Is that glitter on my face? Okay, that helped a bit. Okay, so the setting spray was a no-go. Stick to the matte one, guys. Okay, much better. So this is the finished look. This is my face using all e.l.f. products. I'm gonna go over the hits and misses, but overall, as a whole look itself, I actually really love this look. My skin looks healthy, my eyes look really, really cool. I kind of like this peachy purple gradient effect. Lashes feel great. It literally feels like I just have mascara on my lashes at this point. They're so light and comfortable. They're not poking me when I blink. They're not like bending weird. I just really, really love these lashes. So let's just quickly run over the products that I loved, products I didn't really care for. Let's just have like a nice review of everything. So first off, let's start with the face products. The primer, I don't really have a judgment on this yet. It's literally my first time using it. I've only had it on for about 2.5 hours. I can't tell if it made my skin more manageable, like oil wise. It's a tone adjusting primer. I feel like it didn't really correct any redness. By the time you blended it between your fingers to put on your face, it's already clear and the green tint is gone. Very, very silicone based. So if you like that type of primer, if those primers work for you to like fill in your pores and make your face look smooth, this is definitely a great option. But if you're like me who is silicone allergic. Just kind of be careful, maybe test it out on one area of your face as opposed to your whole face like I did today. But yeah, I don't really have anything bad or good to say. I'm kind of just neutral between this product. Love the foundation. I'm definitely gonna be using this on a day-to-day basis. Just layers beautifully, beautiful full coverage, a beautiful satin finish, so you can leave it for like that glowy look, or you can set it to just mattify it all together. I really love this, and for $6, come on, I mean, how do you beat that? The concealer, another plus for me. The shade Light is very peachy, so if you have blue undertones to your dark circles, this is gonna be really great to neutralize those blue tones out. For coverage, it's not the best, but it is very lightweight. I don't see it creasing. I did set it. The powders that I use, this is the Perfect Finish HD powder. This is a really great kind of drugstore dupe for the Makeup Forever HD powder. And I know powders like this have a little bit of a flashback, so while it looks beautiful in person and in the daytime, if you're taking flash photography, just be mindful of that and don't go overboard with this. Maybe a light layer will work. This, I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. This is the Sheer Tint Finishing Powder, and again, I'm in the shade Light Medium. Totally mattes out your skin, gives you a nice light layer of coverage if you have like problematic areas where you just need a little bit more coverage but you don't want to go on with another layer of liquid foundation. This is a really nice one because it's not a powder foundation where it can make you look a little cakey when you set it on top of a liquid foundation, but because it is a sheer tint powder, it just provides you with a tiny bit of extra coverage without feeling or looking cakey and heavy. Let's see, what other face products did we use? This is amazing. Definitely going to be going into my everyday makeup drawer. This is the e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer in the shade Forever Sunkissed. Loved this. This is so smooth, so blendable. The face products that I wasn't too thrilled about was the contour palette. This contour shade, I'm like traumatized. I don't ever want to go to this product again. I don't know, I just didn't care for it. I feel like these other shades are not going to be for me anyways. Their total face palette is great if you just are using this blush. I haven't tried out this one yet. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, they literally look like absolutely nothing on the skin, but this peachy blush up here was actually really pretty. Literally brightened up my skin and made me look so healthy and alive. So I love the shade. I don't think I would recommend the whole palette. I feel like you can get a peachy blush in a single in any brand. The Primer Infused blush was just really confusing, to be honest. Like in the pan, it's so pretty, but on the skin, there is a weird shimmery, glowy purple shift to it that made my cheeks look so muddy. Like, I loved the bronzer and I'm so surprised I hated the blush. I think that was all the face products. This setting spray is a no-go. I'm gonna pass on this. The brow pencil I actually really did like. My brows look good still. The color is perfect. A little bit difficult to work with in the beginning, but as it warms up to your skin and kind of becomes a little bit more soft, it went on really, really nice. Oh, here's another face product I forgot. The highlighter. I don't really care for this. It was pretty going on. It is, I don't know, I guess versatile, as in you can make it super blinding or a little bit more natural, but I have so many other highlighters, so I don't really care for this. It's a nice alternative to higher end highlighters, but I don't know, I don't really care for it. I don't think I would pick it up again after I run out. So the Kneaded Nude palette, I don't really care for it. I mean, that inner corner highlight was pretty, but how many of those do we have? And you can also use your highlighting powder. You don't need this specific palette for that. Like these brown shades that I use went on really ashy, really gray. It wasn't a deep dark chocolate that it appears to be. The 18 Hit Wonders palette, however, is definitely worth your money. I think this was $15. Definitely below 20. I don't think e.l.f. gets that high for their products. The color range is really nice if you like to play with colors. This is a great selection and great affordable palettes to pick up. I like that they have neutral tones. This purple is really pretty, completely messy. Start with your eyes first, but really, really nice. The copper I'm obsessed with, and I haven't played with the other shades, but I like it. I mean, for $15 and for the like variety of colors that you get, you can't really beat that. The product that I did not care for is the darn liquid liner. This is the H2O proof eyeliner pen, bled into my fine lines so badly. If you want a drugstore liquid liner, Physicians Formula makes an amazing one. You guys have seen me use this so many times in my videos, and it's affordable. You can always get it like half off, 40% off, buy one get one free. This might be cheaper, but it's definitely, just save the extra bucks and get this one. So I think that was the eyes, and the only thing we have left to talk about are lip products. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so this was really not Elf's fault. It was really my fault. The shades I picked just didn't work with my eye, but I actually really love the formulas. The liquid matte lipsticks, amazing, so comfortable. The formula feels almost like a drugstore hybrid of the Ofra and Kat Von D liquid lipsticks that you guys know are my holy grail liquid lipsticks. It feels like that, a fraction of the price. So pigmented, so creamy. I cannot say enough good things about this. I'll probably pick up other colors that I can wear on a day-to-day basis. But the shades are beautiful. If you like liquid lipsticks, this is a really great formula to pick up. Really comfortable, so pigmented, and a little bit goes a long way. The glosses, I think I'm gonna pass over it. They look really pretty in the tubes, but they're honestly just clear glosses. Nothing to write home about. It was okay. I don't even know if it was worth the money. This is probably just gonna sit on my vanity and just top like a nude lipstick if I feel like throwing on a sticky gloss. And then the matte lipstick in blushing, what is it? Blushing brown. This is okay. It feels a little bit dry, just even swatched on my hand, so I can't imagine how dry it would feel on the lips. I don't mind a matte lipstick, but this felt like it tugged on my skin, and I just don't like that feeling. Okay, let's go over the brushes I did really like. The blending brush, loved. What other one did I use? The brow duo brush, loved. These little eyeshadow brushes for $1. I mean, they're $1 and they work amazing. This is the crease brush. I don't know what this would be good for. Like, it's so flimsy. Do you guys see this? Like, I'm barely touching it to my hand and it just bends right over. Like, it's not good for blending. I guess you can put it as an inner corner highlight, but even so, with like, you're not gonna pack any pigmentation on, so I don't really care for this. This Ultimate Blending Brush, really nice. I think for foundation, liquid foundation would be really great, just not the e.l.f. foundation, ironically. But like any kind of cream products, I think this would be a really great blending brush. I think that's it, guys. 6,000 products later, and I think we're done. So that is it for this video. I actually really enjoy filming one brand tutorials, one brand makeup looks, because it's nice to try everything out from one brand and see where the brand really stands out and where it kind of lacks quality, or you know, where it struggles a bit. I hope you guys liked this video. I know a lot of you were waiting for it. Thank you for voting in my Instagram poll. If you have any other brands that you want me to try out as a one brand video, let me know. I think the next one I'll do will be a high-end brand one. I like to kind of alternate between drugstore and high-end for these types of videos. I think it's just fun that way. If you guys have any questions about any products that I used or suggestions on the next brand I should do as a one brand video, let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.